How's the day going?
Great, great, great. Yeah, just having a glass of wine.
Yeah,
Cheers.
okay. I have coffee because I'm going to be up all night.
Oh,
Yeah, cheers to you. I got work tonight before this after this interview. What's the mood like in the Black Hill Cove camp overall right now? Because obviously the most recent thing out of your camp is the release of the video for Eternal, a
yeah,
track from your latest album, Ex Tenebris Vita. So is the mood good?
yeah. For now, it's awesome. It's great. We're gonna play a show in a few days, also in a big festival here in Portugal.
Yeah,
So the hype is high.
yeah.
It's wonderful.
It's everybody's feeling good, excited for the show, ready for that.
Yeah. Now we are concentrating on the show. We're really excited for the other shows and for the new shows and to play the new songs and getting the feedback from the audience.
Of course, such an important thing. Why was Eternal chosen as the fourth single from the album? Because of course we had three singles already. The
Yeah.
album's now out, and now we have Eternal. So what made you decide this was the next one to do?
Because this the song is one of the songs that we all love because of the flow it has, the message it has, and so we chose this song just for that because we want to see the reaction of everyone to the message and to the flow. I think this is one of the songs that touches you inside and makes you want to bang your head and sing with us. At least I hope that. I hope that happens.
Yeah, the word is anthem, and I completely understand what you're getting at there
Yeah,
in
yeah,
regards,
yeah,
particularly the time of the year, the sort of summery period. Not to say it's a summer song, so to speak, but
yeah.
it has got an anthemic side to it that you do want to hear it. And have you played it live a lot?
This song we've played it. I think the last three shows. Yeah, we played it, and we had some good reactions until now. So I think the feedback is coming as we wanted, and it's really good, and it makes us feel good.
Good, good, good. If it's getting the reaction you want, that's all. That's all you need.
Yeah. That's what we want. That's what we want.
What about the video for Eternal? How was that shoot? How was that experience overall?
The shoot of the video was on the release show. We asked a friend of ours that plays guitar on a metal band here in Portugal, All
Mm,
Against, and he does some videos. He did the first one also, the
yeah.
Another Step to the Sun. It was him that did it also. And for this one, we just gave him do whatever you want. We just want live images
Yep.
to see us moving, to see the energy that we have live. So we gave him just the free
Go
free release.
wild.
Yeah. Do whatever you want. We trust him. We know what he
Yeah.
does. He makes his videos for his own band. So he we know how he works, and he's a really great guy. He does a really good job, and he did a really great job. The video is great.
It is a great video. It's really well done. Very, very professional. I didn't realize it was captured at the show. The
You don't see the audience. You don't see the audience. You see a
yeah.
little bit of the stage before the show, before the song starts. You see us on the stage getting ready, but you don't see the audience.
Was that I mean, even regardless of what's in the audience, the video gives the impression of a very hot, sweaty, manic, energetic, fun show. Was it very much that the case?
Yeah. It was a really great show. The place is a really great venue here.
Yeah.
It has a little problem. I think one uh, 1 year ago we had a problem that someone bought a building beside the venue. It's a well-known person, not Portuguese, but it's a well-known person that has bought it to rent, and there was some complaints about the sound of the shows there, and they wanted to close the venue and everything, but so that we all almost had to search for another venue to do the show, but we were able to keep the venue, or were able to keep the date. But the shows have to start really early, and we have you have a limitation on the sound. So that was the only problem of the show, is the sound was not as we wanted, not
Mm.
powerful enough to show how the songs are. And we had that feedback from people that were there because of that problem. But besides that, it was good. Besides that, it was good.
I mean, it's a problem. It's nothing you can do about that. It's so frustrating to hear that that limitation has been placed on that venue and that it affects you. It's
Yeah,
affecting
yeah,
so many bands as well. That's so it's disappointing to hear.
yeah. I mean, that's a great venue. So many bands have played there, and they continue to play. But having a limitation for a metal band, that you need power, and sometimes you don't have that power that to show the songs how they are on record, or
Of
how
course.
they should sound like, and that's not cool, but it's what we have.
You're making the best of it. But of course, the album has been out since around the middle of April this year. Plenty of time for listeners to
Yeah.
digest it, enjoy it plenty of times. How have you found overall feedback for the whole album? Reviews, comments online. Are people enjoying it from what you've seen?
Yeah, I think it's for us. It's been a step forward from the first album.
Mm.
It's a little bit different. We have our sound. Our sound is always there. It's a
Yeah,
little bit different because we wanted to give a step forward and make it different. But the reactions have been good, and the reactions have been like that also. Because we changed the sound, we have a lot of melody on this album. It's heavy with melody, and everything flows together. And I think that people are liking it. And as I told you, that's what we want. We want the reactions to be good and people feeling good with the songs and liking them, and that feedback you can only get it live, so only on the shows we know.
of course. The on people posting online or sending you messages and saying how much they like it is great on one side of things, but ultimately that live reaction is so important as well. And I looked around as well. It seems the predominant view is that everyone is really enjoying the album and think it's a major step up for you. Why?
Right,
Why?
right.
From your perspective, what changed in regards to the sound of the first album, the sound of this album? Was it simply a maturing what you learned over the 2 years?
It was a thing that we wanted to do.
Mm.
There was some differences from the first album to this one, because the first album was done like 50-50 with the other drummer we had,
Yep.
João, and the guitar player Nuno. And this one, it was almost Nuno that composed all the songs, and we all contribute with ideas and some other stuff, and that was the major difference. But the difference on the type of songs, that's what we wanted. That's what I
Mm.
told you, that we wanted to do a step forward on the songs. We wanted the power, the energy, but we wanted to put a good message with it.
That good message, yeah, the positivity, the have fun and enjoy things, it does come through very strongly, but as much because of the lyrical content. Talk to
Yeah.
me about that then. Talk to me about that then, though. Finding the right words, the right voice for what you wanted to portray in this album.
Now, sometimes it's not easy, and I can tell you it. For the first song, I think it was the song that was the simplest one. One time I was at the beach with my girlfriend, and I had the new songs on my headphones. I was trying to write some lyrics, and I don't know. I was feeling the heat of the sun, and the words started flowing. That's why the one another step to the sun. That that song, that lyric reflects what I was feeling there at the beach, what I wanted to do. And I
Mm,
think the rest of the album was kind of a reflection from that song. I wrote about half of the album at the beach.
really?
Yeah, yeah, just enjoying myself, relaxing, putting the headphones in, feeling the energy, and writing. And I don't know if you know I have a hardcore background, so
Hmm.
on the hardcore it's always a positive message and step up and family and always good stuff. And for this album, I think that rib of mine came out lyrically, and I wanted to put that more in perspective. And I think we need it right now. The world is full of bad things, so I wanted to put a good message and a good thing because it's what we need right now.
Mm. Easier said than done, though. You're absolutely right. You only have to look out your window and see something else that's messed up in the world. How do you keep yourself in their mindset to write positively?
As I told you, it's not easy. It's not easy.
Mm,
We
yeah.
all have bad days. We all have things to deal with, and with your life, with work, with family, whatever. And we always have to keep a balance on those things. And I think that what I try to do is try to give the good perspective of that to people. That we always have a good place to go. We all have good things within us that we can put out.
Yeah.
And is it with life, with work, whatever? There's always problems. You can't get away from problems. The problems will always be there. So
Hmm.
it's the way you face the problems, the way you deal with it. So that's what I wanted to transmit. It. We all can do better.
Do you feel like all these thoughts and feelings, do you feel like you express them as best as you can across the entire album?
I think so, but if I did it now, I probably would do the same, probably a little different,
Mm.
some parts, but the message would be the same. I think
Yeah.
it's a part of me to do that. It's the way I write also. I don't know, in the future I can start writing about other things, but for now my mindset is that one. It's keeping a good vibe.
Yeah, and you're creative. I would be surprised if you didn't look back at a piece of art that you created and see things that you would like to change and improve. It is the way of things. You,
Yeah,
of
of
course,
course, yeah.
exactly, and you kind of have to just move forward. But sticking to the release, is there a particular track from the latest album that you've noticed has resonated with listeners in a way you maybe didn't expect to beforehand? A track that you didn't think was necessarily going to be as popular, but it turns out it is.
No, from the reactions and the critics we have had from the album, there's one song never played live yet,
Mhm.
but a lot of people talk about it. The Warrior to the World. It
Okay.
had a lot of people talking about that song that has a lot of energy, that has a lot of good things musically, and I was not expecting that. I think that's a song we have to start playing in the future.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. That was
Have
I
you?
wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's always wonderful, lovely to hear that when that's the case. And especially if you're not playing it live, it means it deserves its live debut. Do you have any plans to date, or is it just, well, maybe in the future?
No, no, we want to change some songs. We want to put some songs that we haven't played yet.
Of
But
course.
now, since we have for the shows we have to stick for the ones we have rehearsed.
Yeah.
So, but in a few months, let's see, let's see.
Yeah.
We're gonna change it. We're gonna change it. We have to change it because it's for us even. It's sometimes it's boring playing all the same, always the same song.
Yeah, you want to nail that set list right now. I completely understand. Nail the set list that you've got right now. But of
Yeah.
course, when you get a little bit bored, freshen things up.
Yeah. We have to do it. We have to,
Mm.
especially that song. If it has that kind of reaction, we have to play it live to see it, that
Yeah.
reaction.
Amazing. Can't wait to hear how that turns out. I mean, you've worked hard over these past 4 years, accomplished so much already. Where does that drive come from amongst you as a band, as friends, as a band family? Where does that drive come from?
We all love to play.
Mm.
We don't live. This is not our work. We all have our day jobs, except for the drummer. The drummer is the only one that works in music. He's a drummer. He records other bands. He records drums for other bands. He's a sound technician. He's the one that is a musician
Yeah.
completely. The guitar player is sound engineer also, but he has his day job. But he works with a lot of bands. He works with Campfire and some Portuguese band,
Cool.
Besta and Sinistro. He works with some bands. For me and the bass player, we have our day jobs. This is our release,
Mhm.
what we love to do, and our release from our day-to-day life. And we need bands. We need to play. It's
Yeah.
something inside. Yeah. When you love music, when you love to play, you need to do it.
Yes, you need to. If you're a creative, you need to find some outlet. You
Yeah.
found
Yeah. Yeah.
yours, and as you said, it's very difficult for anyone to make enough money in music these days for it to become a
Yeah. Of
full-time
course.
career.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially now. Especially
Mm,
now.
no kidding. And I mean, I find it fascinating that ultimately you guys kind of started during the kind of global pandemic period as well. So like you started off at the worst possible time.
Yeah. 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 And that was a coincidence because me and the guitar player, we live close together.
Mm,
So I was working at home. He was working at home, and he started asking me if I wanted to make some music together and everything. But he had some songs made with the other drummer, João, and they wanted to release something. And I said, okay, don't have much to do right now, so I can go to your home and record things. So he sent me the songs, wrote some lyrics. I went to his house after work, we recorded some stuff. It was since we were close, we had time to do
mm,
everything. So it was a slow process because we had time,
yeah.
and I think that worked out really fine because the record is great and reflects
Yeah.
that time we were close.
No kidding. There's an argument, I guess, to say had the whole scenario not occurred around COVID and all that that forced you to be at home, that Black Hill Cove may not exist as it is right now if that hadn't happened.
Yeah, probably could be
Mm,
really different. It could be really different. And that record man never existed or would be completely different from what it is. So, oh, thank you, COVID, for that.
yeah, small positives, right? From a terribly negative period, let's take the
Yeah,
small
yeah, yeah.
wins.
Exactly, exactly.
But that is the past, and we do want to look towards the future. Of course, as you said, you have shows coming up. But what else that you can talk about now is going on within the Black Hill Cove camp?
So for now, we have some shows. As I told you, we're going to play in a festival here in
Yeah.
Portugal. We have a show after the summer in Norway and the Spectacle Festival. We have some shows. We are trying to line up some more shows. We like to keep them secret until they're fully there.
Course.
And we are already thinking about making new songs
Hmm.
because we can't stop. That's the problem. We always have new ideas. We always have to make stuff.
I would again. I said it earlier when I repeat it here. I'd be surprised. You're creative. I'd be very surprised, even though you have an album out this year already, a mere months ago, if you didn't
Yeah,
have a ton of the work all ready for the future. Can't
yeah,
wait. Exciting, though, right?
yeah. It's good.
Well, what on that front there, what's something you would like to accomplish over the next 12 to say 18 months?
I like to play more and more outside of Portugal. I want to take the band and show our music to the most audience we can in Portugal and outside, but especially outside because in Portugal for us it's easier. Um, and we have Spain beside us. It's a really big country, has a lot of venues, a lot of festivals. So we want to try to get our music to as many places as possible, and I think that that's our main goal,
Yeah.
to play as much as we can. We know that since we have our day jobs, it's not that easy. We're not kids anymore that we can go out and do whatever.
Yep.
And we have to take one step at a time and see things clearly and see what is possible and what is not possible. But we wanted to play as much as we can and
Yeah.
wherever.
I think that's a very realistic and sensible goal over the next year and a half. As you say, you're on the doorstep of Europe. You've got Spain next door to you. It's not like France and Germany are too far away. Hell, throw a rock far enough and you'll hit us in the UK. Although we made it a little bit harder to come here because of Brexit, unfortunately. It's still an option, I suppose, for you to hopefully one day come over here.
I love to go there. I love to go there.
Have you ever been to the UK?
Nope, that's I haven't been there yet. I wanted to go there because I have a lot of friends in the UK, and if we can go there play, I know that we have some people there, some friends backing us up. So of course I want to go there. Of course.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that is an option going forward. Is it fair to say for you personally that you are feeling very encouraged, not just by what you've managed to accomplish this year already with the band, but what the future looks like as well?
Yes, I feel really good with the feedback we have until now, with everything that's going on. So I just want people that call us and talk to us and ask us to go to your home, to your towns, to whatever. We come to visit you.
Yeah, there it is. Super positive way to end this on. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this and wish you all the success going forward. Can't wait to see what comes next.
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It is gratefully appreciated. You can find us over at gbhbl.com, our full website where reviews, news and so much more goes up daily. We're also on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, at GBHBL. Just search for GBHBL and you will find us out there. We also have merchandise on sale. You can access the shop via the website.